I'm here. I'm on my new tablet. I'm very excited. And I'm doing some crystal work today, so I figure I'd liven it up. I got all this stuff here and I got my camera centered. Oh my god. It just fell. I am sorry. You think when you get an expensive tablet for free, they, it would come with the case. That is not the thing. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm going to. This is reminding me of my live streams from earlier. I'm gonna go get a box. I guess this box should help because now I need height on this. I tell you, it's always something. Always. It's too high up with this box. And I don't know why I didn't buy a stand. I tell you. Sometimes you're your own worst enemy in this world. Seriously. Laugh out loud. I'm going to see if I can conjure this together. Oh, and happy Halloween, everybody. It is the season, the spooky season. Alright, this is almost 95%, so I'm just going to do this because it's driving me crazy. Alright. Okay, now he gets on here. Okay, my dog just went in the chair. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to blog from my bed. Because he just plopped himself up there like it's no one's business. I'll show you. Here he is. Plopping himself just right there. But yeah. I'm here for tarot card readings. I just got this tablet because I was arguing with my carrier for Metro T-Mobile. And literally, the problem is it's sliding. I might put my weed purse over here. I don't know. This is the grungy streaming. Like I used to do on Facebook, and I was like, I like this tablet, and now this is sliding. I so gotta buy. You think I bought everything else? I would have bought this too, but no, I did not. Because I don't think of things that normal people would think of. I need a smart person over here. Alright. Maybe it'll stay here. It's just this damn table's so slick, and I want to start doing my crystal necklaces. It is Halloween. But I am doing tarot cards. I do have them out. I'm just trying to get this whole setup going here so you could see things. Because it's not a computer. I wish it was. Maybe I should have brought the computer in here, but I thought this would be more convenient, and it really was not. Maybe if I put my phone in front of it. Okay, I think I got somewhere. And that's going this way, so. And I'll take my phone so it doesn't slide that way. Okay. I got this done. I figure, I'm always in front of my computer and I'm always all the time drawing. And I figured it's the holiday season. So why not make crystal necklaces on Halloween? that is fun. And then, of course, Chong takes my favorite chair like he always does. And then I've seen this dog. It was a video at the animal shelter. I watch all the animal shelter things. And I guess he was paralyzed due to abuse. I was really like, wow. I could never imagine Mr. Chong. I don't know. It's just, it boggles my mind. I just don't understand it, I guess. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I don't know. Maybe normal people that aren't crazy and need to go on Carl Jung videos. Maybe these are the people that need to listen to them. I've been listening to them for so long. I think I'm over my depression. I really do. I think I'm ready just to bury my dad now and get that over with. Let me go get my kickstart. I think I'm allowed to have a kickstart in a stream. I don't know. I break a lot of rules. This is the problem. Every single time I would start streaming on Facebook, that's why I don't go over there no more. I always broke 5 rules all the time. And I don't understand. And it was like I seen the porn part of it. They have all that, and I broke all these rules all the time. And I was like, what rules am I breaking? Being not, I mean, I just was like, if one day I was just like, I had enough. All right. Okay, maybe all I need is my phone and not a person, everything else in front of it. I think this is just better. But yeah, I'm going through these crystals. Because people have been asking me for these necklaces. Some of my, and then Christmas is coming. And I'm not the person I'm either buying you something on Christmas from the Amazon haul, or your Christmas present is something made on Chong the dog, that's it. I do not spend a lot of money on Christmas. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but when all these kids are ungrateful, you spend like 2,000-3,000 on Christmas, and half of the year they're out with their friends, and they forget about their parents. This is what they do. I mean, my kids aren't terrible, but I don't know. It's just, I don't think they learned all the principles of life they needed to, because their dad spoiled them a lot. And sometimes they are really spoiled. So I don't buy them anything. And I do this on purpose because, and they think, what, I tell them I know that I'm an a-hole sometimes, but I don't care. At least I'm right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I won't buy them shit. Won't. But now they're grown, though. It's not like they're little. My oldest is 31 and my youngest is 21. So you just slip these in. And I got these on Amazon, of course, because I live there, because I can't stand people sometimes, especially in the store. I can't stand Karens. This is the problem why I'm addicted to Amazon, is because these Karens, they get in the store and they act like they're on a mission to get eggs or whatever the F they're getting. And then you're just trying to have a peaceful day in the store. And then God forbid they're coming by acting like this is their daily activity, and like all the kids, ooh, we at Walmart. I can't do it no more. I don't even do Walmart.com. But yeah, I just put a tumblestone in here. And I made these candles. But yeah, this is what I can't stand about the stores. And I think there should be store etiquette. I really do. Store etiquette is, something has to happen with store etiquette at some point in life. I think everybody in these stores have turned into Karens. And see, here's a lot of these now. gonna make some other kinds of stuff too. I have my my scissors are here. Okay, got the scissors, and I just got this in a bundle. I think I got this on a haul for like $15. And you could slip anything into these, and I swear to God, little kids love these. And they sell these things at Walmart like this also. So, and sometimes all the stuff that my friends be getting their kids, and I'll give them one of my stuff that I've made over here, and they get so excited. One of my friends, Lindsay, over my friend's kid, I've known her for a long time. I give her these necklaces and stuff, and she says I'm the most talented person in the building. So, and she's talking about nurses and everything, and I find it hilarious. And then I got these things too. I wasn't fully sure what these were, but they looked interesting. I was gonna try to make some of these maybe on this. I'm gonna try to get as many of these out so I have pre-made presents in case birthdays come up, special occasions, anything like that. Okay, these are springy. I just buy these little things just to try to see what I can do with them. And it comes out a little, so I probably could stick a crystal in there. I got a bunch of these. I just buy them in bulk over there in the bulk section. I got the Amazon haul. That Amazon haul is great. Okay, oh, you could slip it in. Okay, these I think I'm going to put in these since I got these on bulk. This big, huge in here. It's nice. If you guys want tarot card readings, I'm still doing those too. I mean, I got the deck there. I figured while doing my necklaces and stuff, I might as well come in and talk to you guys instead of making it a big dramatic event. Some of these, I love YouTube. I do. I don't think I could live without following my dog videos. It's Carl Jung and the dogs. These are my favorite things on YouTube. They seriously are. I don't know if I have issues because of this. It could be. Now this thing got stuck somehow. Okay, I don't know how, but this thing is stuck now. I don't know how to unstick this. I don't know. Maybe I can make it work like this because my all my work friends and stuff, they'd be liking half of my stuff and they get jealous when I forget about them. Maybe I can make this look decorative with this like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I got this way. I don't know. Or just figure how the hell I got this like this. This is the it undid. It's probably because I smoked a bowl before I came out here. Laugh out loud. This is why I put it's not for kids because I tell you folks when I'm high, I I don't have a filter. Not at all. This is why I was almost banned from Facebook because half time I'd be so damn high. You can't really mention weed that much, even though it's legal. You can't. It's weird. It's the weirdest place with these weird rules. They're not normal rules, and I could see a lot of cussing and don't talk about doing like huge stuff that the government's trying to get everybody that's a normal person not to do. Alright, I'm gonna try to. I got these other things here. But some of these rules. Oh, I got more laugh out loud. But I got these rules everywhere in all these networks. But over here, as long as you're respectable to a point, and if you know that you might say something that maybe not be appropriate for a 5-year-old or whatever to hear, I get it. That I get, and I get respect that rule. I think as a parent, why not? These are just these. It's these spindles here. I think these are candle wicks. I'm not sure. All right, well, it's for candle making, but I look there, and although it's crystal tech, this is for the necklaces. But this is this part. I think if we put one of those with that, I can get them on these necklaces and maybe take these small tumblers. And then these could start being presents for people. But yeah, I think this was like $2. It was like so cheap. But this one, since it doesn't want to stay over here, sometimes they get really aggravating, these things, and they be bothering you, and you have to think of other ways. Oh, there goes my neighbors upstairs. Bang 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 bang. Thank God I'm half deaf. All right, I just took that thing, rubber thingy. When you make jewelry, sometimes you gotta play with it a little bit. It's never gonna be a perfect experience. It just literally is what it is. And I was in Girl Scouts, so I know how to tie. So you take that there. This is definitely going to be someone's present. I don't know. It's probably going to be a Christmas present. Or it could be a birthday. If somebody comes and tells me it's their birthday, I'm not going to that store. Well, I'll go to jail. I will, because if a Karen comes up to me and starts a bunch of crap, especially if I have my dog, I may not be live streaming. I might be up in jail waiting for my bail money. So I just don't go. And it's the Karens, especially this time of year, that ruin it for everybody. I love Karen videos. I was listening to this guy, Don Pratt, over at TikTok. I really like him. And his neighbor is a Karen. And she tried to poison his dog and all kinds of stuff. So he just tortures her. Like, every day they just do some crazy stuff. And he cusses, he does all kinds of stuff. Oh my god, and he is so hilarious. He even has t-shirts, and it always, and he's white and his wife is Mexican. So some, and they're in like this expensive white, neighborhood, and it's funny because he ain't going nowhere and his kids all have attitude. His neighbors hate him. I love it. I listen to this guy. I think he's funny. But when TikTok was in trouble, my mother-in-law told me, because I do better over here than TikTok. When you got Don Pratt and stuff over there, he's like a superstar of live streamers. He has so much money. He sends people to Florida and Disney World and crap like that. He does that. He likes to do that kind of stuff. I don't know. It goes like this, but I don't know if it looks kind of shitty like this. I don't want it to look cheap if it's going to be a present. That's the problem. Oh, oh look, I got a notification from there about the my empath videos. I've been doing this. I really, because everybody was telling me about do your shadow work, and I just started following Carl Jung. And I swear you could get addicted to him. All right, we're just going to tie it like this, like a shoelace, because I can't be giving this away looking like crazy either. because I won't, because everybody knows I refuse to go to the store. But yeah, Carl Young is so good. I mean, I wish he was alive. But they always say in the YouTube videos that it's based on Carl Jung and it wasn't true empathic thing. But I really think when you watch these, you can identify if you're an empath. Oh my god. It's like he's dead on. And I think it was early 1900s or whatever he was born. So it puts it at a good little period there. And in the 20s and all that, they didn't believe in stuff like that. Okay, this is much better. I just tied it like that. And you put this, and I mean, these kind of things I just squeezed in that tumbler. You could probably put these anywhere. And I have vape things. I saved them with because I was buying a lot of breezes, but I got lucky with my vape. I'll tell you the vape story. But I'm gonna take these or little baggies. I take I try to recycle all my plastics and presents. But with all this stuff with Trump and the tariff business, I've been having problems with my vapes. So there's this store near me, and it's like because I'm in the suburbs, but these guys aren't quite the suburbs. You know, put them in there, and there you go. It's a little vape case, and then you tell your best friend here's your present. But anyways, I found this place, and they said they always have for the fogger. They always have these because this is what you pay like it's like $60 for both of these. And the thing is, I got two of these, and I'm not hurting, but I'm not rich, and I don't feel like wasting my money. So I guess as the tariff business going on, you can't. That there's a restriction in flavored vapes. So I was like, well, hell. And I've been to these stores and they're almost out of the foggers, but this one store said that he just looked at me point blank, gave him a tariff, and told me we'll never run out. So I don't know what business is going on there because all these other stores might be running out, but he's not. So I go in there when I go visit my mother-in-law, and my brother, Bill, you want a vape? And they're $15, and everything else is like $20 and up. He's cheaper too. I don't know if they got a deal with. I don't know who we got to deal with, but I don't ask. I just go there and give them $30, and I get two refills, and they last me because I feel it tastes better. And I've had my lungs checked a lot because I'm always at the doctor's for stuff. Because when you have health insurance and one thing goes wrong, everybody goes, "Oh no, you should see a doctor." But if you don't have insurance, they be talking all kinds of bad stuff. Well, to not get you to hospital, but if you have insurance, everybody wants you at that damn hospital, but they do. And they checked my lungs as I admitted to them that I vape, and then they checked them and checked them and checked them, and they're clear. And it's been 10 years. I mean, I'm not like the Cheech and Chong. I'm not smoking it all up either. I used to smoke for like I don't know, like 10 years. And then I was working with the children at that time. And the children, there was the respiratory therapist. It always starts and ends with a respiratory therapist. He told me that I should quit smoking. And I smoked Newports, and I said, I work here. I need Newports, and he just like okay. He went home and he printed out all of this stuff. And I'm talking about just pages and pages, and that was like 10 pages long of chemicals with cigarettes. And vape. I was making my own vape juice, and I used to sell vape juice, because it was before all this government stuff that stepped in, and I had to stop or I was going to get arrested. So he was like, I don't know if that's any better, but smoking, I pretty much quit that altogether. And I just hit my vape here and there, and it's been 10 years, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with me. All my friends that quit this and quit that, they're all falling apart, and this is pretty much, besides smoking a little weed and taking a lot of vitamins and stuff, I just hit these flavored vapes every once in a while, and I really don't drink. That was messing up my stomach. I don't know. I like the effect. I just cannot. I don't know. I guess get sick and I throw up and my body rejects it. I have a weird body. It just likes to reject a lot of things. It's certain drugs it likes and certain ones it just doesn't like. I got real sick and now I just can't really eat a lot of excessive salt. My body decided it didn't want salt, and then it decided it wanted to have a lot of meat. It's just what it does. It's weird. I would go get another tumbler out because that's one present for Christmas done. And these are just the family members. I'll go buy the stuff on the Amazon haul for them, but for coworkers and things like that. And this is just like a little tumbler. These are so cheap too. These little crystal things. You just go right on Amazon and get like a shit ton of these, and then look for like little stupid stuff like this when it's all over there. I just found this under necklace making. They have like different things you can use. And when I see them and it looks useful and it's cheap, I figure why not? In the Great Depression, they used to make. My grandmother would tell me these stories how everybody just made Christmas presents. It was kind of like the Waltons. And I said, I grew up with my grandmother, but she stayed with us, my grandmother, and wasn't at the nursing home. And of course, this thing is gonna. All right, I have to plug in my tablet again. God help us all. It might fall. All right. Okay, guys, hang on. All right. All right, it's way over here. I'm coming. I thought you guys would want more tarot cards. Readings. I don't know why on the bottom this has to be like this. I really don't. I wish it charged on the top. Maybe if I do this and this, it might. Hang on. This might work. I had to do something. I just was not in the mood for the other. All right, let me situate this now that everything's falling again. Okay. Now I'm back to the same issue. All right, I am going to. I got a tissue box. Hang on. The tissue box might actually work a little better. All right, maybe now. Okay. I used to put my stuff in tissue boxes when I had my phone and I had this horrible camera. All right, hang on, folks. I'm coming. If I had an emergency on, I used to do that all the time. It does work, but sometimes, depending on where your speaker is, it could be aggravating. All right, I think this box is the problem altogether, so I'm going to move this. I didn't even have time to properly set up. I really don't. This is how I am, folks. Oh, God. All right. I don't know if I like this tablet at all. They say it's supposed to be a good tablet. This is what Lewis Hartman told me. And I got it free. Oh my God. Maybe Lewis Hartman should have made sure that a stand was brought too. This is what I'm saying. Okay, hang on, guys. I don't know how I'm supposed to get this on because I got other problems now. But hang on. Alright, put that here. That's here. Alright. Okay. Alright, I think I got it solved. I just stuffed a bunch of stuff in the box. I hope you guys can hear me. Because I don't know where these speakers are supposed to, if they're on the bottom or the top. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. I'm still doing the tarot card readings, though. I am. I feel that if you get too much in the spiritual, you forget to be human. And I feel it's not good to forget. At least to be human. And why is this not moving? Oh, because of this. Yeah, you gotta be human once in a while, and I think everybody forgets. Everybody on YouTube is all perfect and happy, and they have these streams where life is a bunch of cherries and all this, but it's not. Sometimes you just gotta be happy for what you have, and that's it. Oh my God. I swear to God, yesterday I was going through it, and today this is, if I was feeling the same way yesterday, I think I might go kill myself if it was this bad. Okay, I think that's solved. I don't know what the heck fell here. Alright. I got a bunch of stuff all in here. Alright. Alright, here we go. Is that the tumbler where I put something in? Did I put a little crystal in there? Yeah, I did. Alright, I think this is going to work better. I have finally figured it out. I'm trying to move. I'm going to be moving very soon. I'm just waiting on this house to be sold and things and money to be put in my account. And I'm not trying to buy a lot of stuff. I don't know how you guys... I cannot stand clutter. Can't stand clutter. Not at all. And it seems like the more things that you buy, the worse it gets for you when you're trying to move. So every day I try to find a box of something to throw away. This is what I do. I'm going to get this other box so you can actually see me putting in this. I want to actually try these bracelets. They got little kid bracelet sets, and it was like $6 on Amazon haul. And I said, well, maybe I could do that. But then sometimes you buy these kits where they say a 6 and up. And I swear to God, you got to get a psychiatrist or a scientist to help you. I had a crystal lab thing I bought. It was supposed to be for kids. OMG. I mean, I finally did make a crystal, but it wasn't the one like the box. It was crazy. Not at all. I needed that. I needed somebody to explain to me what the hell was going on. I think I was traumatized after trying to make like 3 crystals. And this was a kid's kit. And I'm trying to learn how to do clay too. I feel we should have fun in our life. If you don't have fun and forget and just remember to do things and have no regrets in your life, like right before you die, you remember all that. I've been dead. I remember feeling that. Okay, this happened again, literally. I'm gonna put this lamp on. So try to be a little fancy. There we go. I think that's better. God said, "Let there be light," and there's light. Look at that. All right, that's not bad. We'll just use the friendship bracelet. Yeah, I was trying to make bracelets too. I don't know if it was the weed or what it was, but I couldn't figure that out either. But it seems like I do a little better with drawing, and it's cheap. That's the thing. I mean, it's good to have hobbies that are cheap. I don't know. Somehow, when I was doing it, it came off. We're just gonna make another one and put that there. When you be making necklaces back, and I'm gonna have to do this whole bag here. I'm gonna probably be on. Well, when I get off here, I do have my cards though. I'm so used to you guys wanting readings. Here, I'll put it here. Now I got the camera this way. And I probably could just sit on the camera and do 2 hours now because I don't gotta worry about maybe the T-Mobile guy was right. I don't know. All right, here's this deck and this deck. It is here, folks. I used to always. There was a lot of times where I got a couple of haters because I was doing. I was just talking to people, and honestly, I'm in the middle of trying to get rid of a couch and all this stuff, and I don't expect it for this to be, I guess, my living. This is more like a hobby. I like to communicate and I like to speak with people. Okay, that really went really bad. I think I broke it. Okay, well, sometimes this happens when you break things, and I do break things a lot. So now, this is going to be a wind chime. That's what's going to be. Sometimes your broken things, you can make it into things. This is how you save money. Alright, we're just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna put a bunch of doohickeys over here, tie it. And this is gonna be for cars. If you have a car or whatever, then I'm gonna dangle some pretty stuff there. I don't know, maybe one day a crystal store would be probably my dream. Chong the dog, and then, I'll have tarot card readings, but also I'll have all the homemade crystal crafts going on. It'll be good. Just a simple store. I don't want to be a millionaire. I'd probably make sure the animals got taken care of. I think my audio is okay because when my audio is not, I get a lot of people that complain. They honestly do. There's a lot of complaints. So this is how I know. Because I have no clue how to check the audio. Because once I get my cameras and all that together, I'm not trying to redo all that. That's a lot. Alright, I don't know if I have pretty dangly. I'm sure I do somewhere. Got some pretty dangly things. I got things sprawled out all around this place. Okay. This. This would have been a good idea if I already didn't tie that. That's what I should do. Maybe I could untie it. Yeah, I got these little things here. Let me see how many I have. Hopefully it's more than one. See, these little stupid things you just find for jewelry making over there in my front Amazon. All right. Well, we're just going to. This isn't terrible. Someone might want this. And it kind of looks like a trinket, so we're just going to put it over here. But these are the kind of things you would find at a metaphysical shop. And one day I would like to own one. I mean, I don't ask a lot of the universe. As long as I have a decent place to live and some food and stuff, I'm okay. And I try not to complain. Okay, here's this interesting stuff. Just as long as you got stuff occupying, your life's not too terrible. Sometimes you didn't offend the other realm too much. I feel sometimes we just offend this realm a lot, and they get angry, and then all this bad karma comes. So yeah, you don't want that. All right, these two things are in the friendship bracelet kit. I don't know what these things are. I hope this is not supposed to be a bracelet because this would be a horrible bracelet. I think this really is the bracelet. I hope there's something that goes on top of this bracelet or you add to it. Because this was a lot, at least $10. I was gonna say, maybe you put the string around it. See, sometimes in these kits they have this too. Oh, another necklace I have. What kind of necklace is this? Okay, this is either. Yeah, this is just the necklace part. Put it over there. I bought this on Amazon. I thought that was funny. I was like, I have to have that purse. That purse is awesome. I don't know what you're supposed to do with these things. Sometimes it's a mystery. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on. I think these might be it, and then you just like clamp something on them, but I don't know anybody who'd want to wear this. I'd have to tweak it up. I don't even think Miss Lindsay would want to wear that. I did make these candles too. I made it upside down where you put them this way, and then when you bring them up that way, they still smell really good. They smell even without it being lit. Because I want to do an episode with my candles again because I got a ton of candle wax. I just got to be in the mood to make candles. I was just in the mood to do necklaces today, but yeah, it still smells. It smells like soap. This one, but you can light it a little bit on that side and turn it over, and you still got the roses. I got silicone molds, and I make each one like I painted the tips of these on some of them. It's candle making. It saves a lot of money. It really does, and people just stop making things, and the people that make things are starting to prosper around, like these little shops, and people are overpricing things like crystals. Oh my God. Why wouldn't you just charge your own crystal and get one on Amazon? I wouldn't pay the price from a crystal shop because they're buying it from Amazon. And then they're touching it, putting all the energy on it, and then giving it to you. No thank you to that. I do not deal with that. I don't deal with rogue energies. Can't do it. I do my own energy and that's it. See, I got this one, but it is way too big for that. Way too big. Yeah, this is one of the ones I did because I like to custom do my candles. A lot of people won't even burn these when I give it to them. So I put a little bit of that, and I custom made these. I did posts on them. I mean, I do a lot of stuff. I just like the arts and crafts. I think they're fun. Right. I think I'm gonna pull some of this out of here since it's just these strings that don't make sense, but I could use for other projects. These, I don't know. I could probably wrap some yarn around it and it'd be a little better. You don't want to give people crap. If you're going to make something for somebody, at least try to make sure it looks good. Sometimes I get these kits for spare parts. And there's nothing wrong with spare parts. See, I got 2 of these. Oh, I'm going to use these on the next necklace. And there's a rainbow. I ordered these little tiny cheap charms. You can get them too on Amazon or any kind of craft store. Like they have here, all this. No adult's gonna want to wear that. So these are good for pieces and parts. And if you can get a box like this for $5, why not? You would never know. You might have to buy a phone. I've been saving so much money. My husband his phone's about to die, and I told him no worries. And he's like, "What do you mean?" I go, "Just go buy one." Because we've been saving so much money. I'm gonna start putting my necklace haul in here. I'm just gonna put them all in here. I'm just gonna get all kinds of varieties of necklaces. And then save these for the container just to get them out. And then just start putting them in this box. And then all the necklaces I'll make, I'll put in there, and then eventually put in there. It's always some kind of a movement going on around here with the arts and crafts. But that's about how my day's been. Both of my sons are taking their kids out for Halloween, so. And you know how kids are when they get older. I'll get a phone call and I'll get pictures. And that's about it. They got a lot going on. And then when they get older, they call less. This is why I'm over here. I actually started, I know it sounds crazy, but I started coming over here because they had a busy life. And like I said, I could be an a-hole at times. So, me and my son had this channel. And the thing is, oh my god, there's 2 of them stuck together. How funny. And they weren't like talking to me, and they were all busy with their stuff and this and that and the other. But I was like, I just decided I used me and my younger son's old YouTube channel. And I was like, well, maybe I could do something. And then and then sometimes I didn't hear from them for a long time. Oh, you got just these are all together. So I just started, and then the one thing I do is dog walk. And this lady had a comment, and it was so funny. I find it funny when people are rude around here. I find that hilarious. But she said that nobody liked me or my stupid dog. I wasn't sure about the rules, but it was pretty raunchy, the comment. So I said, am I allowed to defend myself? So, you know where this is going. I replied back. I told her it's a free country, at least where I'm at. I'm in the United States of America, but it's a free country, and I will be posting, and have a good day. And that was my reply. You don't insult my dog. I will whoop someone's ass for just insulting my dog. I will go Karen on them if somebody is mean to my dog. That would be the end of them. So, But yeah, I had to do something, and then my sons made fun of me. I can't separate these things. It's sometimes this happens, but at least I guess that was true. But anyways, that's how this came to be. It was just like a thing. Oh, and they're smaller too. So you got the little one in there. So this was all meant to bother my kids. And then it turned into something. As my younger son, Zach, he goes, Mom, I can't believe people find you interesting like that. He was like, they actually subscribe to that many people. This is what he says to me all the time. And I tell him, maybe I'm more interesting than you, because he had a YouTube channel for a while. And I was like, well, what'd you post? And he just was like, oh, sometimes I just post some crazy stuff. I was like, you know how much crazy stuff's on YouTube with one time posters? I was like, this is why you didn't make it. I go, you gotta be real and genuine to make it in life in general. I mean, he was just doing like one video here and there, and that was it. I was like, there's lots of those. Okay, the other one obviously was connected to the other, but we got another one. I'm just gonna leave them like this. They could pick their own necklace out. I'm gonna try to pull these apart. But yeah, that's why I started. And then China was my biggest fan. I don't know if China is still allowed to listen to YouTube or what's going on, but I used to get China all the time. They really love their dogs. And I had the most horrible videos. And I keep them around because I feel I've been doing so much shadow work lately. You gotta appreciate when you get better at something where you came from as you rise in the world. And I like to, I don't know, I like to reflect upon videos and things I've done before, bad or good, because it shows your growth. And I think of it shows my growth as a live streamer because they were pretty bad. I did try real hard, but I got better at editing videos. And then I decided, since I got this new tablet, instead of trying to sit there and edit shorts for 2, 3 hours, I'm just gonna take my ass online. Figured it'd be easier. And then might as well start getting my Christmas stuff and everything. I'll probably watch. Okay. All right. After 100, all this twisting, we got that. I'll probably watch. I don't know. I watched Goosebumps. Okay, I got two of these. These, I guess, I don't even know what these are called. These were interesting ball licking things. I'm just gonna go on my Amazon history and just buy more. Because it does seem like it'd be easy for these presents for our friends. But yeah, it was the new Goosebumps where I don't know. I love Goosebumps. It's like one of my favorite books, especially I loved it. Well, Goosebumps was coming out. Me and R.L. Stone are around the same age. Very soon. I mean, he just had better luck at getting. I mean, I'm a book writer too, but I didn't have an audience or nothing. My son says that he's going to help me now. He says that he wants to help me with the Amazon publishing. I don't know if I trust half of these people. Here's more necklaces. Some of these people, I don't know, you give them a lot of money. I mean, I trust Amazon, of course. But you give them a lot of money and they say they get the service. How do I know I'm not getting scammed? And my son says there's ways, and I don't know. That's my next endeavor in life. But he had better luck. I guess you reflect upon things when you're doing okay in life, but there's things that you really would have wanted to do. And that's one thing I really would have wanted to do. You just slip that in and pull these out. I do have to buy more of these. I guess I just focused on I got pregnant early in my I got pregnant like not too early. It was I got 18. It was like around 18. It was a oopsie for my oldest was a oopsie. But I did end up going to college and stuff, so it's okay. But instead of kind of pursuing things like I was going to since I already had Brandon, it was what it was at that point. I mean, there's nothing you could do. Alright, where is this hook? Oh my god. I don't even know how this got hooked in. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, beware of these little things here. Good God. Right, you know what? Maybe I could do this. This might be interesting. Oh, you can hook the end onto there. Right there. Is it? Well, I don't know why I keep going that way when it's this way. Probably when I'm drawing, it's that way, but yeah. I just wish this part wasn't there. Or it hooked over here would be nice. This is not bad though, this style. Okay, well this came off altogether, so I can unhook it from here. I can make it go flat like this. This would be good. But yeah, I figure I'd just be chilling. I don't know if I'm allowed to smoke my marijuana while I'm streaming, but I haven't got flagged for the vape. So I'm not trying to press my luck with these rules since YouTube sometimes gets mad at me. Oh my god, there it goes again. It's like this little sliver. See, they don't, people don't. Maybe I can make it like a pendulum. Maybe I'll just do that like a pendulum thing, like that. Yeah, there we go. It could be a pendulum. This is driving me insane. And then I can make another pendulum with the side of this and just have it stuck there. And then you can add whatever stones you want. Some people put pendulums over a lot of stuff. Alright, here goes my tablet. I synced it to this phone. I guess I could sell this as a pendulum. So you go like that. You could like go like that over cards or whatever. If you want to pick up energy, you could do things like this, and that's how you do a pendulum. I know. I kind of like this pendulum. It's vibing with me. Maybe I'll keep it for today. Maybe if I get a tarot card reading today, the pendulum will help. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff going on. I ended up calling off work today. I just had like this incredible night and I just was drained and I just had a lot going on. And I just told my husband, I don't really feel like I'm just calling off. I get like 3 weeks vacation and all this other stuff, and I have all this sick time. I know I'm not there Monday through Thursday, but sometimes you just need chill time. They already had the state there because they're getting ready to get their ass handed to them with a lawsuit. And I was not trying to go to work with everybody bitching because their names are pulled in the lawsuit. I'm good. I am absolutely good with that because they're crazy. And they think I want anything at all to do with that. I really like this crystal. I got this real cheap. This one here. I like purple. Purple is very cool. I'm thinking I want to put one on my neck. But I want to put this on my neck. I like this. I like the colors because when you look in here with the more clear parts, it's where energy can defer good. These are good crystals. I feel everybody needs them. You can use them to when you're out to absorb negative energies that people try to bestow upon you when you go. Like when you get that uncomfortable feeling or in your stomach where you feel like you've been stabbed. It's the energy vampires around you. That's what they do. They try to take they try to take all of your energy out and they just get angry for no reason. I cannot stand the energy vampires at all. Can't stand them. I really can't. We'll see. Maybe this could be my pendulum. This is a really good crystal. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, this is a great pendulum. This is going to be the pendulum because that one's a nice crystal. What's good about when you do a lot of crystal work is you get to keep whatever crystal you like best because you went through the pile. I was up most of the night with my ayahuasca pills, and I finished out my shadow work. I'm not, like I said, that's why I'm not depressed anymore. Good, happy vibes here. I think I'm finally empty. I've been taking them for a week off and on, and hopefully it is all gone. There's just a lot of there was a lot of feelings I let go that weren't even mine. There's stuff that my parents passed on to me when I was younger. Because you know what? I like Carl Jung so much. I know it sounds cliche. I joined the Carl Jung Society and paid their $3. He has his teachings, and I swear I appreciate the person that takes all their time to put all those videos out. I don't think I could have got through my dad's death without him. I think I'm just gonna listen to him just because, so I don't go in a bad mental state again. Because they have a lot of helpful things, even after you're healed. Because they said you might have to heal again. Okay, I'm gonna pinch this like this, and really, I mean, they're not wrong. Something always crazy is gonna happen to you. It is what it is. Okay, well, that's good enough. I'm gonna go get another one of these. I'm gonna try to do as many of these as I can. I don't know how many people I've gotten so far today, but It's getting close to that time of the year. Pretty soon it's going to be Christmas and all this stuff, and I gotta have all this stuff done. I mean, I bought my one grandson and I got him some learning toys in the hall, and my son hasn't even came and picked it up yet. I thought they were nice. It's with this cell phone that's a learning toy. I buy him learning toys. They buy him stupid toys. Grandma gets some stuff that he's actually going to learn from. I won't even give him a chocolate bar. I won't give him no sugar, but because we think he's autistic, so I make him speak. I bribe him. He likes cookies and all this stuff. So I just tell him, I just put in front of him and I said, I go, no, you say no. And he started saying no. And I told those guys, I was like, if he is, I get it because I'm high functional autistic, but he's playing you guys. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, yes, he is. He's a smart ass kid. Very smart. Alright. But yeah, me and him have it out. I tell him. And he knows whatever I give him. He likes Chong's toys. I think I did a video with him. I like making a lot of videos out of nostalgia because that's how I started, and I feel a kinship with digital creating. I like to do it because I was taught, when I first started, that you say what you want with your videos. And I guess maybe that's why I put a lot of videos out because I'm a writer and everything else. Oh, there you go. And then you could go, and then maybe this might be easier for some of these necklaces. But like if I just do stuff for people's moods and things that people might appreciate. And I do it because I don't like just to read all these stories out here. And I'm talking about, and that was a part of the comment too, because she said she's just over here for her reads, and then told me to stop making videos. I mean, I feel bad about all the stories. I don't read all those stories to the end. I'm not, I mean, sometimes I let my phone roll because I know the person that made the video is getting money because you have to finish it. But I don't listen to all like that. And if you're over here just to read stories, I mean, I'm over here if I want to listen to music or whatever. It's like the normal people over here are over here trying to get Wiz Khalifa news or this or that. This is what other people are. Here's my pendulum. She's talking about she just reads stuff. It's like, okay, I think she was a Karen. I swear I think she was. She had to have been a Karen. But I handled it. I didn't insult her. I just let her know it's a free country and where I live it is a free country, and that was it. It's not terrible. I just feel that people should be able to be who they want to be. And sometimes in this world, people try to tell you what not to be. And I'm going to be me. I don't care. If I don't get famous, I don't get famous. I'm still going to come over here and I'm still going to live stream. I don't care. I mean, I have a job. Eventually, if I was able to not be in the bowels of hell for 3 days out of the week, I'd probably be over here every day. But That's okay if I'm not, but it's whatever's in the cards. But yeah, you gotta be having fun. I got this on the hall. I don't know what this is. One time I had so much stuff, my neighbors didn't know what to do. They just was like, "Oh, I ordered like $500 on my open paycheck after you pay your rent, and the next check you have a bunch of money." I just ordered like $400 worth of stuff in it, and I order everything at a discount, so it came to be with like over 20 boxes, and I had to get half of my boxes from the next building over because it always goes in front of this lady's apartment. Even her food comes over here, and usually I bring it over there. And I told her, I promise I didn't touch it. And then I told her neighbors, I was like, I swear that the package has my name on it. And we're both 102, our apartments, and they just go to the building over. It's crazy. But I have Prime. I get like a 1 day delivery, and I make sure it's in my Pillow Princess time. My brother makes fun of me. He says I'm a pillow princess. Alright. These aren't bad. I think I can make these work, these tiny little stone things. They like hang on to things. Yeah, I just literally told work that I don't feel like not having my medical license. So I just don't show up. And I just changed my whole schedule to avoid state inspections because they've been doing some shady stuff. And when people in medical are doing shady stuff, they're looking who to throw under the bus first. I, I'm not. I avoid the bus altogether. I see the bus. I don't get on it. I just literally told them I'd be a weekend warrior. So even though I called off Friday, I still have all kinds of time to cover that with my sick time and shit and all that good stuff. But I don't gotta be involved in it because state was already there all week. And then my brother's like, "Oh my God, you should be glad you weren't at work." I was like, "Why?" You told me state was there. I'm like, "Oh shit." I was like, maybe I might be calling off Friday, and here I am. If my work was smart, they'd listen to my live streams because maybe they'd find out what I'm doing and how I'm lying to them because they act like they can't live without me in that damn place. I'll tell you that much. I was gonna try to fix myself up more, but my hair finally grew out. I do like the wigs. I got those cheap on the haul, and half of them are actual human hair. And I was informed there's like from you guys, I think it was Queen or somebody over here, about the glue. But the thing is I like to slip them in every once in a while to have fun with them, and when I'm doing this. So I just on some of the live streams, if it looks like I clipped in hair, I did because I'm not trying. My hair took a year to get healthy again because I fried it from, and wasn't sick or anything. It was because I decided I was gonna try to have 5 different colors in 1 year. So I had to cut almost a lot of. I had to cut my hair down, and it's finally now getting better. Finally. And I will tell you guys, if you have nice hair and don't dye it too much. Dye it, I would only dye it, wait till the other hair color starts growing out. And then if you want to play around with that one pink hair, maybe do some pink extensions like before you go to the bar or something. Or out to eat or whatever. If you want a pink hair because you got to bleach your hair to get that color. I'm just going through this some stuff here, trying to find a string for this. But yeah, I do recommend that. because I think if I go out, I'm gonna slip them on because they're nice hair pieces. And sometimes if you're going out, you want a perfect bun or something. They're really easy to throw in, real easy. All right, I'm going in for the kids stuff here. We'll see if the 6-year-old is. If I need to go get that 6-year-old. All right, I have these 2 beads here, so let's see here. I just like to throw together necklaces just for future stuff. I'm gonna put one of these beads here. I know I had a pile of beads. Maybe the next time I come on, I'll try to find these beads. This is gonna be for one of the kids. I don't know, the adults I give all these candles to, they seem to really like them. I actually started making them, and I've been calling them the weed candles because sometimes you just because all my friends smoke weed, all of them, even at work. All right, here we go. I don't know. It doesn't look bad. I wish it was a little bigger, but for a little kid, it might be okay. I mean, and usually I give these to the kids. The kids love this kind of stuff. Love it. If you have a lot of nieces or nephews, just make a box of necklaces, and they'll be you'll have a best friend forever. Kids just love this stuff. All right. Well, this would be for another one. We'll just start getting rid of some of this stuff. I got all this string too, but yeah, this isn't too bad. I do like my new tablet. I might put 2 of these on this one. I'm gonna try to before I get my lunch and everything started. I'm gonna do as many of these as I can. 2 of these are kind of sticking together, and one just fell out. So I gotta pick that up, throw it on here. It's just these simple things people like that save you so much money. I don't know. I have so many of these little doohickey things. Maybe I should put like a couple on here since they're so small. I think this one, this whole bag, these both of these bags. I think it was only like $5 or $6 too. It was so cheap, and these are things you'd find at any craft place, any of them. And people, this is all they do. They do this little stuff here. They put this on a string and put it in a fancy box, and they tell you $5. And I'd be hollering, I go for $30. I can make enough to give away some for free and make my profit back. No, thank you. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. You just make a bunch of these. You'll be the life at any party for any family get together. If you did a whole box of these just because you were stressed out or something, and then go to your niece's party or whatever, they're gonna be getting all this fancy shit, and then you and your necklaces are going to be impressive because they're going to put those necklaces on first when everyone else spent $200 and $300 in some, and they're going to go, oh my god. All right, I like to get this. I learned this when I knit. I do knitting too. I do this because the strings are always, of course, there's paint on my thing. The strings are always right here. And then you want equal length. Now you got 4 of these. you know, we got bracelets. And do the same thing. I'm gonna about just throw in a couple here. And you have, and then you make yourself 4 bracelets. And you get a whole stockpile of these things around Christmas time. Then you have some made up. If you do a little all year round, it's good. Even the adults like them. Oh my god, my daughters-in-law like these. I make them for kids and stuff, and they'd be liking them. Sometimes I'll give some stuff to them, and then the kids will take it. They'll steal it from their parents. So now what I do is I give one to the parents and one to the kids. All right, I like to do the slip knot. I learned the slip knot in, well, because I'm a knitter. But you just do a slip knot, and slip knots are kind of complicated to teach you how to kind of go, but I leave, like, you can, like, I have a tiny hand, but I leave a little room so when they go to take it as a present, they can fix it. And make the slip knot kind of loose. You're just going around your finger, out, and you put a thumb here, and you're going under and over. And that's it. Got you a bracelet. Only one subscriber? I thought that you guys would be excited over bracelets. I would totally subscribe to somebody who had bracelets, but that's okay. Alright, we're gonna put this bracelet in here, make a couple more. I'm trying to actually have me a nice longer stream, maybe to go all the way to 7 today. I figure why not. I thought Karan would be over here. I don't know what happened. Maybe she's at work. Who knows? Yeah, I do hope nothing went wrong with the stream. I'm hoping my audio's okay. I've had a stream once. And I do for real had a stream once that my audio was bad and no one told me, and it was like an hour in. I hope you guys would at least put in the comments that you couldn't hear me. Finally, someone was nice and said something was wrong with my audio, and this was the one computer before I bought this other one. Because when you go on YouTube, you gotta have good, up to date equipment. You can't have shitty software. And and you want to get all your Google stuff together, or all your Google accounts aren't butting in. I mean, mine are all with photos. I'm not trying to cheat the system. Like I said, I'm not trying to make this a lifetime job. I just think it's fun. And I think it's funny because my son was a YouTuber, and he's not anymore. My husband, when he was younger, was a YouTuber, and somehow their pages got taken off. Okay, with the slip knot, I'm putting real news. And then here's our other bracelet. I just cut it there, but I think it's funny, so I just keep going with it. That's why my son would be like, "Oh my god, Mom, I didn't think you were that interesting." I was like, "Well, not everybody wants to hear the dramatics of people like you all the time," and they don't. I mean, it's nice to see a funny video and stuff, but the people I actually follow and join communities with are people that are more established like that. Oh my god, I forgot his name. This is what weed does to me. But he talks about spirituality and all kinds of stuff, and he used to be a Christian. He believes in the Bible just in a different form, and I think that's where I'm at in my life. Got another bracelet, Doug. If you buy in a haul and they come out this small, just put a bunch of little ones in there. But I just find him interesting because I think he was like a heavy Christian, and I was a cat at this. I just put a real loose slip knot, so when they go to get this for the presents, they can adjust it and do what they want to do with it. But yeah, and he just talks about he does still believe in the Bible, and I do too in a lot of ways. It's just I don't believe in the idealisms totally of Catholic. But I do agree with Catholics. I do agree there's a God, and I agree that there's Jesus. I agree. It's just some things I don't agree with. And my one friend said that the Pope himself actually has tarot card readers and spiritualists and people like that. Well, they'll tell you it's blasphemous. This is why I say the one place I would like to go before I die is Vatican City to get in. To get into the catacombs. And here's another bracelet. I think the husband is home. Is the husband home? Hello?
Hello.
Is the husband home? Are you staying to visit?
We'll stay for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The kid wants to go trick or treating. It starts at 6.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to end the stream, and then since the kids want to go trick or treating.
Probably gonna stay for like 20, 30 minutes because it's already starting, I guess.
Okay, well, I'll be back in 20 minutes making more bracelets. And thank you if you subscribed, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright. How do I turn this off?
What's that?
Oh, okay.